Each of us has a different room, and when we're not out, we're usually in our room, just kind of chilling and doing whatever, we want. And, Alex likes to play dress up and like play doll or whatever inside her room. Max likes to read books and look up videos on Max likes to read books on physics and watch videos on multi-dimensions or whatever. Um, Hi YouTube! Oh my gosh! Just started to film! I was so afraid that she was not going to allow me to do this, but I started this YouTube channel and I'm so excited.
One of Kim's more tortured personalities is agitated when she comes out.
Evil.
Her name is Salome.
Hi, Salome. I'm Kirsten.
She's really evil.
Salome is a personality who rants and raves. She doesn't sit down, she's always walking around the room and not settled.
Salome is deeply religious and seems quite angry.
She was a good Catholic woman. Evil daughter.
Yeah, the dissociative, now my eyes are getting dry. Okay, eyes are getting dry as I get switchy. Very specifically a sensation of feeling dry as I switch, talking about whatever I was talking about. Self-harm, so that's a fight part coming out. Vision's getting spotty, but I got this, don't you worry. I practice everything I do, so if dissociation comes, it's muscle memory.
Dissociative identity disorder can be defined as a rare psychological disorder in which two or more personalities, also known as alters, with distinct memories and behavior patterns apparently exist in one individual. Many patients would describe the disorder as an experience of possession. More than one voice is attempting to control one's head, which can cause serious gaps in memory. 2% of people experience dissociative disorders, and more often than not, they are experienced by women. Most psychologists believe that this disorder is triggered by a traumatic event that occurred previously in one's life, typically from physical or sexual abuse. The links between the disorder and its causes have sparked new research on the topics such as attachment styles, psychological development, and response to trauma. According to DSM-5, the following symptoms all must be present in order for dissociative identity disorder to be diagnosed. For one, the individual must experience two or more distinct identities or personality states, each with their own enduring pattern of perceiving, relating to, and thinking about the environment and self. Second, the disruption in identity involves a change in a sense of self, a sense of agency, and changes in behavior, consciousness, memory, perception, cognition, and motor function. Third, frequent gaps are found in the individual's memories of personal history, including people, places, and events, for both the distant and recent past. These recurrent gaps are not consistent with ordinary forgetting. And lastly, the symptoms cause clinically significant distress or impairment in social, occupational, and other important areas of functioning. Treating psychological disorders such as DID is a very long and tedious process. Psychologists hope that by deconstructing each of the different personalities and melding them into a single one will help to eliminate the alters that these patients seem to experience. Also, since DID has both depression and anxiety backgrounds, antidepressants or anti-anxiety medications may also aid in eliminating the symptoms that patients face. People with DID have experienced depersonalization and derealization, so basically losing sense of self and reality. Also, DID provides the highest risk of suicide than any other psychological disorder. The controversy surrounding DID has existed for decades. Questions surrounding the authenticity and reality of the disorder are frequently discussed by psychologists. Many wonder if or how the disorder is actually real. DID has no unique clinical procedures, no reliable laboratory tests, no familiar relations or patterns, and no natural history that would aid in diagnosis. Other controversies exist within the realm of dissociative identity disorder also. For example, criminals may be excused from their crimes without being punished due to their diagnosis. However, since the disorder is difficult to detect and diagnose in the first place, is this really a fair trade? Another common controversy and misconception in the realm of dissociative identity disorder is the difference between itself and schizophrenia. Schizophrenia in psychology is seen more often as the more important disorder in comparison to DID, since it is a chronic illness classified by hallucinations and delusions. The two disorders were often confused and misinterpreted in the past until it was discovered that those with schizophrenia do not actually experience multiple personalities. However, suicide is a major side effect to both disorders, making them important to study together and separately in the modern science world. NFL star Herschel Walker has struggled with dissociative identity disorder for years, while also dealing with anxiety and depression, which led him to several suicide attempts. He created his own alternative personality to heal the disconnect from childhood to the professional leagues. What began as an innocent attempt to be a tough guy who defied all loneliness and fear turned into a complete mental takeover by uncontrollable and vastly different personalities.